she felt the same way, and then you come to find that it was just an act. So now he has
It was complicated.
It was an act. We're not getting into this again right now.
An act that saved his life.
But yeah, no, so I mean, it's very complicated for Peter to kind of figure out what he's supposed to do now that he has these feelings and they're not being felt by her at the same time, but he still wants to help her and protect her, and it's just a very complicated world they live in now.
Yeah. And Liam, for you, obviously, when I was reading the book, I just remember reading the scene, the torture scene, basically. I would imagine that must have been one of the things that you were kind of most nervous or excited or feeling challenged about. That's a crazy scene, I would imagine, to film.
Yeah, it's interesting to turn up to work and just get whipped for 3 days straight. And you're not really scared. At first it's just acting and you think you're not going to get hurt, but after 3 days of getting hit with anything, it's going to start to hurt. And it was good fun.
I'll let you take the lead then.
No, it was a lot of slobber.
A lot of
Because
slobber.
It was a resuscitation, we can say resuscitation.
Yeah, when the resuscitation, there was a kiss, and then there was slobber, and
Well, there
the
was
slobber
CPR
strings
and this.
got
And I was
connected to
crying.
their faces.
Yeah, and there's a huge string of snot.
So it will be very hot if you're into snot.
I'll put it on YouTube or something because you gotta see it. But there's all this snot coming out of my nose, and when I go to kiss
It's
Josh,
in my
it
mouth.
connects to his mouth, and then I lift up, and there's a huge string of it, and then I go, and like I bottle it.
Our movies,
Yeah, it's gonna be very hot.
yeah, the kissing scenes are really hot.
You're kind of bringing this incredibly calming presence to often insane worlds. Is that something that you like about playing this guy?
Yeah, I mean, Cinna is, he's a real cool cat, and he's, he definitely has, a lot of interesting catness. And, no, but as a friend, and as somebody who really believes in her and cares for her. And this movie was great. You'll see how they evolve until his very last scene.
At any point, did the Victory Tour feel like the Oscar season? Or did the Oscar season feel like the Hunger Games Victory Tour? I see some similarities.
Yeah, I mean, the stakes weren't as high, but yeah, that was something that I actually, in the first book, I was going through my first kind of round of Winter's Bone, a movie that I did when I was 18, and just come out. I should have come here. But yeah, and it was kind of this new world of like wearing these dresses that I don't look like myself, I don't feel like myself, and I have to like say, well, I never really got a hold of that, so I wouldn't hear that. And listening to like hair and makeup people and like what they talk, like this new kind of world and feeling like really not a part of it. And I recognized that hugely in the first book. I was like, I don't know how that feels. And then in the second book, it's kind of going back to it. Now you're familiar with it. Now it's in a weird way, almost it's become a part of you, even though it's so unlike you. It's something that you can go back to, and things like that are very familiar. And at times you are afraid for your life. Not really.